So, here I am. Hey, what's going on, guys? Saiyan Motion here, back with another video on the channel, and today we're doing something mildly different. So, if you guys don't know, a while back, most people don't know that watch my videos, but I did do a stream a long time ago, basically ranking a bunch of the characters. It wasn't every character in Dragon Ball, but the biggest list I could possibly found. I did it on stream. So, I didn't do it on video before, so I decided that it would be a good idea to do a tier list in the actual, video form. And this tier list is going to be the Dragon Ball sagas. So before we begin this part, I want you guys to do a few things. First of all, scroll down below this video and click the subscribe button. It only takes 2 seconds and 1 click. So do that. Next to that, also click the like button, and that'll let me know that you guys want to see another tier maker eventually. And while you're there, scroll down a bit further and comment down below what tier maker you guys want to see. And, so I can do one that you want instead of, one that I just came up with. So, now, let's get right into it. So, you're going to see me scroll down quite a lot in this video because I couldn't figure out a way to put them on the side. The first saga we're starting off with is going to be I'm pretty sure the first saga, if not the second. This one might be the first. I'm not 100% sure. But I do know for a fact that this saga does not belong anywhere above, maybe an A. Because this saga was the first one, I'm giving it a little up high, but I don't think it played that significant of a role. It did reveal the Bulma characters and all the Yamchas and all Oolong and everything. So that's why I'm putting this at A. But it still isn't S good. Now, this one right here is pretty good as well, but I don't think it deserves an A, much like the first one, and I don't have enough sympathy for this, so I'm just going to leave it at B. Same goes with the Red Ribbon, because the Red Ribbon did set off a whole series of events that, the androids, Dr. Gero, 16, and Cell. So I'm not going to put it below B, but it still gets a B. This saga right here, I'm pretty sure it was the one where they went down, fought all the people. The only good part about this, in my opinion, was the Goku versus Gohan fight, and then they getting reunited, which didn't play that significant of a role because Gohan didn't get revived or anything. So it's not great at all, but I won't put it in E or F. I just put it in D. This series, or this saga, was pretty good. I'm pretty sure it was the first, if not the second, World Martial Arts Tournament, and it played a pretty significant role, relieving, Yamcha, or not Yamcha, Tien and Chaozu, and they were good characters, decent enough. I really like Tien as well, so I'm going to put it at B. King Piccolo, one of my most favorite villains, even though it's not as good as another one that is just coming up. So King Piccolo, I put him in A. But speaking of another one, it's his son, Piccolo Jr. And I don't think that he deserves an A, so he deserves higher. I'm not going to put him in anywhere below A for sure. Some people could argue that it deserves an A, just like King Piccolo, or King Piccolo in B, but I think the Goku versus Piccolo fight was one of the best in graphical fights up until probably now with Moro and all. So that fight goes into A. Now moving on from that, the Raditz fight, I'm going to do that first because Vegeta comes after. This fight showed us Piccolo and Goku teamwork, but Raditz in all wasn't a good character, not one bit. I didn't like Raditz. Special Beam Cannon was pretty good though, so I'll leave him at B. Now Vegeta, you know where I gotta put Vegeta. Like, he's just the iconic, right? So if it's some people might say A, and those are very critical people, but I think this saga is perfect, better than Goku versus Piccolo, so I'm gonna put them in front at the top of S. And moving on from that, Namek. Now, Namek itself, as you can see, there's two different categories. Namek saga, and then Goku versus Frieza fight. So, the Namek arc, it was good. We got, Kaioken times 20. We got Frieza, all the Ginyu Force members, potential unlocks, Guru, Namekian Fusion. So, in my opinion, it gets an A, nowhere close to an S, but an A. But what does get an S is this one. So I'm going to leave it at A first because I have to scroll up a little bit, and I can't go higher than that because it'll push me up into the, maybe I'll close the tab on accident. So excuse that. And this fight was just amazing. The best, one of the best fights. Super Saiyan for the first time, Frieza full power, Emperor versus Saiyan, yada yada yada, you know the deal. But one thing that I don't like is Galley Jr. I hate Galley Jr. Gohan and Krillin's part in this, it basically showed us what would have been with Goku not gone on Earth. It was basically the Yardrat filler, but it wasn't canon either. But Galley Jr. sucked, so I'm going to put it at E. I'm not going to give it an F because Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin did make it better, although it wasn't that great. Now, the Trunks and Goku thing, I like the time travel idea, but the fact that Trunks couldn't change the future with that was pretty stupid. I feel like that could have worked. Alongside this, though, Goku came back from Yardrat, showed off his transmission, which was iconic. Mecha Frieza and King Cold weren't that great of characters, like I mentioned, not even as good as Frieza. Feel like Mecha Frieza was completely different, like played a different character. But I did like the fact that, Trunks came back, instant transmission and all, so I'll put it at B. Well, simply because, I don't think it deserves anywhere higher than that. It's just my own opinion, though, so it could go better. 18 versus 18 versus Vegeta. Now, a lot of people love this fight, and I, for one, also love it. One reason people like this fight so much is what you see in the image. Basically, 18 breaking Vegeta's arm, and that was just brutal, but brutally good. Now, moving on from that, one of the good things, Cell himself, perfect Cell. Now, even though I don't like Cell as much as I like Frieza, I like Cell a lot, and Gohan showed off Super Saiyan 2 here, so I do want to put it on A, but I feel like it could go, like, above to S, but, like, at the bottom of S, so I'm gonna go with that, just to, show how much I actually like it, because Super Saiyan 2 was pretty cool. Now, moving on from this, it's the filler between, the 7-year gap in the other world, with Goku, Piccolo, all of that, the whatever universal tournament in the afterlife, I guess it was called. But I really liked Piccolo. That was the best part about this, and Goku versus Piccolo was also the best fight ever, and it led into Fusion Reborn, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna put it at A. Moving on from that, though, Great Saiyaman, immediately I'm gonna put him at E. I don't like Great Saiyaman. I don't like the idea. I don't like how Gohan quit training and became a superhero to do all of that and this and that. That's just my opinion, though. Some people really do like the Great Saiyaman thing. I, for one, hate it. Boo, also not that good of a character. Slim Boo, though, completely different story. I really liked when Boo trained and became slim and stuff, but for that was just not what it is now. But the Boo saga wasn't Great Saiyaman or Gallic Jr. bad. I still liked Boo better than Gallic Jr., so I'm going to leave him at a D. Actually, let's put him at C. Simply, I keep saying simply a lot. I don't think it was as bad as the Baba saga, or whatever. Oob, I really like the idea of Oob. I really like the end of Z. It basically leads into GT, which isn't canon, but I still think this was the best interpretation of things they could do after Oob left with Goku. So I'm just going to put that at B, because we didn't get to see Oob after that, like, ever. So that's that. We haven't gotten to see him yet, but we did get to see him in GT. And spoiler, I'm going to make a GT series eventually. Now, after this, we get to the Battle of Gods arc, and that fight is just iconic, absolutely amazing. I don't think it's as good as Vegeta versus Goku, because, we got to see a whole bunch of new stuff, so I'm gonna put him below Vegeta and Frieza, but still really high up there, because we got introduced to a lot of stuff, specifically the God of Destruction, God Forms, the Super Saiyan God, all of that. Now, moving on, Resurrection of Frieza. Not nearly as good as the first Frieza fight, and it was very disappointing for me because I expected better, but I'm still liking it, so I'm going to put him at A. Not S, because doesn't deserve an S, like, not even close. But that's why I'm putting him at the bottom of S. But following this, Goku versus Hit, a very good fight, by the way. I really liked all the animation that was done in this episode, or multiple episodes. The Tournament of Destroyers, pretty much Saga, and we got to see the Kaioken times 10 on top of Blue, all of that. So I'm not gonna put it in, actually I am gonna put it in S. It's better than the Cell fight, so leave it there. But we're about to get cutting to the wire, about to finish Dragon Ball Super. Copy Vegeta, F. I hate Copy Vegeta. Hated the fact, the one thing I did like about this was how we got to see Gotenks once more and actually do something. Goku Black was also pretty cool. I liked the Future Trunks arc a lot, but I hated Zamasu because he was just an annoying character overall. I don't think it was as good as ROF or anything, but I don't think it was as bad as Majin Buu or below that, so I'm going to leave him at B. Tournament of Power, best arc ever. Jiren, Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, Toppo, Blue Evolution, Namekian Fusion. Everything about this arc was just great. but I do think it could have been like done a lot better. But for now, Tournament of Power is at the top of my list. I don't know. I can't name one person that doesn't like the Tournament of Power. Ignore what you just saw there. That's just a save download feature for Tier Maker. But following this, we have the first arc of Dragon Ball GT. And I'm going to outright say it sucked. It was terrible. I hated it. Why? Because Goku became a kid. I don't think they should have done that. That was the worst move they could have done. I feel like the entire GT arc would have been a lot better if they kept Goku as an adult. But moving forward, baby. We got to see Super Saiyan 4 for the first time, Golden Grade Ape Uzaru, and even though it wasn't canon, I'm still going to give it a good score of about A tier because I really liked Baby. Baby was kind of annoying though, not going to lie, but he was a good character overall. Super 17, I really like Super 17, just not as much as Super 17. Well, actually, I just said the same thing. What I'm trying to say is, he's not as good as the Dragon Ball Super 17, but he is good in his own right, so I'm going to put him at B. Following this, Omega Shenron and stuff, wasn't perfect. Could be better, but better than Baby for sure. And that is my tier list. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Different type, but like I mentioned at the start of the video, do a few things. Hit the subscribe button to show me some love. Hit the like button to let me know you guys want to see more tier list. And while you're at it, comment down below what tier list you want to see. I read your comments all the time and I respond most of the time if I feel so. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.